why you will most likely fail is because you will focus on the technical side instead of the sales side. Everyone, I'm telling you, for some reason, every person, when they haven't been in this business, they think the same thing. If I could just learn how to build a website, if I could just figure out how to get the leads and get the website ranked, then I would be successful.
I already know how to sell. I'm good at sales. I know how to talk to people.
Dog, I don't care how good you think you are at sales, because I promise you, the sales that I did door to door was harder than the shit you're doing. If you're sitting on a car lot and you got customers coming to you, it ain't the same as going door to door selling shit. Now, if you're like a magazine salesman or a vacuum salesman, hats off to you. When you go door to door, that shit is hard. But I promise you, every person that learns about this go, oh, I just need to know how to get the website. No, stop. That is not where the money's at. The reason why I've made millions of dollars doing this, and I'm not that technical, is because I have made a decision that I am going to focus on the sales side, because I promise you, there is a line of 100 people right now waiting to let you pay them to do the other stuff. If you posted and said, hey, I want to pay somebody to build my websites, do my backlinks, rank my websites, you would have literally 100 people lined up. Because guess what? It is not uncomfortable. You get to sit behind a computer, you get to hide behind a computer, you don't have to make phone calls, you don't have to get uncomfortable, you don't have to feel awkward. Everyone wants to do the tech side. That's the easy side. And you will be able to pay people for days to do that side of it. Go make the same post and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody to sell for me. Crickets. You're going to have absolute crickets, because that's the side nobody gets. And even if you have sales experience, I don't care if you're a real estate agent or you sell timeshares, it is not the same. Focusing on the sales side is how you get to the money. That does not mean you need to come into this with sales experience. You don't need to be good when you start, but you need to understand that focusing on the sales side is how you make money. And too many people, they get in, they start learning, and they spend all their time learning how to build a website and rank their website, and they get discouraged because it takes 6 months or 4 months for the website. Guys, can you imagine if I told you, hey, go get started right now, and in 4 months, your website's going to start producing leads? So February, March, April, May. Catch me in June, and then we'll talk about sales. Dog, by June, I better have made multiple millions of dollars this year. Imagine if I told you that. That's crazy. And people, of course, in 4 months, are going to get discouraged. Of course, but if you focus on the sales side, especially and specifically the pre-selling side, and you know that you could go and you could get a deal this week or this month, it's very, very exciting. It's very, very motivating. So the number 2 reason why you'll most likely fail, and why I see people fail so often at this, is they focus on the technical side. Their website doesn't rank in 5 days, and they go, oh, this doesn't work. Or they get distracted, or they go and do something else, or if life happens and their job gets busy, and that fire, that zeal that they have, it goes away. Focus on the sales side, not the technical side. You will not regret doing that. My goal with these calls, my goal with my channel, my goal with my platform, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, my goal with this is to, number 1, share something that's going to make you money. But number 2 is I want to earn your trust. I'm not going to ask you to trust me. I'm going to earn your trust. And if I am only talking about the good, and I'm only talking about why it's good, and everyone succeeds, and trying to put on this thing that everyone kills it, you're not going to trust me, because that's not true. We're dealing with humans here. Because if we talk about this, yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's the reality. And I'm hoping that at least 1 or 2 or maybe 5 of you, with something that I shared today, can save you from, maybe this isn't right for you. Maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you think it is, and in theory it sounds great. And maybe you are about to come and hit me up and give me your money. But guess what? If something I mentioned today, you're like, yeah, that's me, I don't want you in this. I'd rather not take your money than you come in and just not do anything. So again, I'm here to make you money and to gain your trust. And when I make you money, it will gain your trust. But if I can gain your trust, you will be somebody that will follow me for years and years and years. I know how this works. I'm playing the long game. I'm not trying to just make a buck and be done. I'm not trying to make a buck and then I'm moving into another business. I will be doing digital real estate in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Maybe it's going to look different. Maybe we're not using Google ads. Maybe we're using Bing ads. Maybe we're doing something entirely different. Maybe we're using Chat GPT, or it's completely taking things over. I don't know, but I will be doing, until I find a better business model that checks all the boxes, this is what I'll be doing. So it is the long game. I'm here to gain your trust. I don't care when that transaction happens, or maybe it never happens, but for me to gain your trust, I have to talk about the reality. And the reality is, a lot of people that get into this space, they fail. They make nothing. And I want to talk about that today. And I know it is a little uncomfortable. It's a little confusing, but that's because my goal on this is to make you money and to gain your trust, because that is what wins long-term. And again, guys, take this to your clients. When you're talking to your clients, yes, you can sell them. Yes, you can show them case studies, but you know what else you can do? It's not going to hurt you to tell them, hey, if you don't answer the phone, Mr. Business Owner, you aren't going to make money. If you don't pick up the phone and answer these leads, you will not close these leads. And if you do not close these leads, you are going to think this is shit and you're going to try to blame me. And maybe it's my fault, maybe it's not. The reality is, if you do not make money, you are not going to be with me. And people get scared to say that because it's kind of that tough conversation, but it's the truth. And I'm here to tell you guys that a lot of you that are watching this, you think you're cut out for this shit. You're not cut out for this shit. A lot of people think you just get in, you put up a site and money starts pouring in. And that's not true. I know hundreds of people who have bought other courses that have learned how to build a website and generate leads, and they're not making any money. And then all this is an expensive hobby. And I am here, I am showing you these things, not for you to get another hobby, but for you to come in, make money, and change your life and buy your time back.